Jake Gyllenhaal becomes a Nightcrawler. Michael Keaton is Birdman. And Matthew McConaughey goes Interstellar. Up next on Critical Mass. Well, it's been a while, but we're back.
We say that all the time, but we're back.
This time we really mean it, though.
Yeah.
Some equipment issues have been taken care of, and Critical Mass is back, and yet we are still here at Art House Cinema 502 in beautiful downtown Ogden.
Yeah, go check them out on their Facebook page, also their website as well. Go check out Indie Ogden and us.
That's
Great
right.
Critical Mass.
That's right. And check out his page, Showtime Showdown. He is Kent Dunn.
Hey, thanks. Yeah. He's Rich Bonaducci over here.
That's right.
Standard Examiner now, right?
Standard Examiner. You also check me out at Salt Lake Mag.
You're just doing a lot of things.
I'm just doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
Unemployment will do that to you.
Yeah, it'll make you do a lot of things.
You bastards. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. We're here to talk about 3 movies because it's been a while. One that's been out in theaters a little bit, Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about Birdman and Interstellar, which is out basically right now. Next week, we'll get to Big Hero 6 and some other stuff.
It's gonna be a great show.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
like the opposite of what we were doing in February.
That's so true. Let's get right to it.
Sure.
Nightcrawler. Tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, so Nightcrawler, we have Jake Gyllenhaal, a very skinny Jake Gyllenhaal playing Louis Bloom. He's basically a sociopath in the vein of Travis Bickle, who is, videotaping crime scenes, maybe even before the cops get there. He's doing this in order to get ahead in life and basically end up on top. Let's take a look.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, that's a great piece of tape.
You didn't get an interview with the couple?
I have footage of them. I have an interview with a neighbor. She curses, but you can cut that out.
How did you get inside the house?
The door was open.
They allowed you.
Well, I heard somebody yell to come in, and when nobody was inside, I left.
And the only shot of the couple is through a window.
The police were shutting it down.
No, I don't like it.
Like what?
The footage looks like he broke in. There's no close-up of the homeowners, and he's giving us their name off a piece of private correspondence.
Excuse me, that's junk mail.
Well, I have a problem with that.
We'll knock out a killer package.
This is my job.
No! Your job's writing the tweet of the day and getting Deb to turn sideways during the weather forecast. We're running it.
All right, so Jake Gyllenhaal is creepy.
And really good.
And really good. It's funny because I always just discount him as Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah, he was in Prince of Persia once.
Yeah.
But every movie I see him in, he just impresses me more and more.
Yeah, I was not super thrilled about going to see Nightcrawler. I was like, oh, yeah, well, I'll go.
Okay.
Whatever.
It's one of my most awaited movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know too much about it. I hadn't really checked it out that much. I was more eager for, like, Birdman and Interstellar.
You thought it was an X-Men movie?
No.
Okay,
Nightcrawler's one of my faves. I knew it wasn't him. But I just thought, okay, well, let's go see it. Wow. First of all, obviously, he is great.
Yes.
Now, he does anchor the movie. I mean, he's necessary for the movie. But I also thought the movie in general was good anyway. It's not like one of those movies where if he wasn't in it, well, it's a little bit like that. if he wasn't
a little bit,
in it,
but
it
it's
good.
Dan Gilroy directed this movie.
Yeah, and
first
wrote it.
time he wrote it too. First time movie. Brother of Tony Gilroy.
Yeah.
It's been in the industry a long time, and I was just like, this is a first-time guy. This is amazing.
Gilroy was here.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. After last year's Prisoners, I thought Jake Gyllenhaal will do no better. I thought the takes in that movie were just great.
Yep.
And he has one-upped it. And I think this is, at this point, his defining role.
Yeah, I think he's definitely going to be up for an Oscar.
It may be too dark for an Oscar.
It may be. I don't know if he'll win it.
No.
I think he'll get a nod.
I mean, villains or anti-heroes, as they are, they win sometimes. Daniel Plainview, Daniel Day-Lewis, that sort of thing. But I think with the Stephen Hawking movie, the Alan Turing movie, I think there will be some lighter...
Oh, I think we can sit here right now and say who's going to be nominated.
Yes.
I don't know if he'll win because he is dark.
At this point, he should win.
But you're right. It's really dark.
Yeah.
But otherwise, a really good movie, too. I mean, a lot of interesting directorial choices. Probably one of the best car chases I've seen in a long time.
Yes.
I'm not a huge car chase fan. They usually go on too long, whatever. This one, short, sweet, to the point, and holy cow, riveting. Could be in a flat-out action flick.
Well, yeah, this is not a car chase movie.
No,
we'll just let you know.
No, it's not.
But when it happens and the build-up to it, It's kind of phenomenal.
Yeah. And the supporting characters are great as well, with Rene Russo making a comeback, so to speak.
At first, I didn't really buy her character because she's all about the blood. If it bleeds, it leads is her line.
Right.
She's this producer of a really low-ranked television network, and I thought, oh, okay, she loves the graphic stuff. It seemed more like a characterization. But then when he kind of, in the Mexican restaurant, when he tells her exactly what she does and how her contract is up for renewal and how she won't get the job unless she has him, I'm like, I buy her now.
Yeah, when he gives us her backstory,
Yes.
that he just sort of gleans and nails it.
In the worst possible way.
And you can tell she buckles under it. Like, she's resisting at first, and she knows he's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Their relationship is awfully
grimy.
symbiotic. In that
it is.
He needs her. She needs him, but he wants her.
Yeah.
And he also wants that validation for what he's doing from her and from her news crew and what he demands of her.
Yeah.
It's good. It's well written.
The name of my company is Video Production News, a professional news gathering service. That's how it should be read, and that's how it should be said. I also want to go to the next rung and meet your team, and the station manager, and the director, and the anchors, and start developing my own personal relationships. I'd like to start meeting them this morning. You'll take me around, you'll introduce me as the owner and president of Video Production News, and remind them of some of my many other stories. I'm not done. I also want to stop our discussion over prices. This will save time. So when I say that a particular number is my lowest price, that's my lowest price. And you can be assured that I arrived at whatever that number is very carefully. Now, when I say that I want these things, I mean that I want them. And I don't want to have to ask again.
It's good. This is one of those movies where they showed you the trailers, and the trailers were very captivating, and then didn't use any of that footage.
That's right. This is one of the things where I went, oh, okay, well, I know what I'm in for. Oh, wait, I don't really know what I'm in for. It's even better than the trailer, which normally doesn't happen.
I would think if there's any flaw in this movie, it's that it's a little convenient. You know, the setup and everything, and, you know, the way he goes about things, getting away with a lot.
Yeah, he crosses the journalistic line, even though it's set pretty low anyway for Nightcrawlers. And some of what he gets away with is you have to take it with a grain of salt. But
that gets overshadowed in just how dark and demented this is,
and what he's willing to do, and how far he's willing to go, not only for the story, not only for money, but sort of that vicarious life that he has through this. Yeah. Not only through the footage, but what he's getting from Rene Russo and all those accolades he's getting from the news crew who like, kind of, they know he's slimy, but they like what they bring him because you, the viewer, demand it. Oh my God.
I now watch like any news show
with a new eye.
With a new eye.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a good flick. I would definitely check this one out.
Yeah, it's way worth seeing. One of the best movies of the year.
Yeah, you know what? I found myself saying that about a lot of the movies coming out recently. I'm like, oh, great, the end of the year is not bad.
Well, we all know that. I wish they spaced them out more.
Yeah.
But thank goodness for this season.
Yeah, so what do you give it?
I give it an A-.
Ah.
Yeah, you?
Yeah. I'm in the A-, B+ range.
Okay.
It's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I do wish some of those plot points have been tighter, but it really doesn't bring it down. I'm probably in the A- range too. It's just so, I have a feeling we're going to be like this for this show, but it's a really good flick.
It is. It is. Go check it out.
Okay, now when we come back, we're going to talk about Birdman, which is this indie. Sure it is. With Michael Keaton and Edward Norton on the cover of Entertainment Weekly. And then Interstellar, the big one from Chris Nolan. So stick around. Critical Mass will be right back.